everybody. Thank you for joining me. I am so glad to be here today. There's been a lot going on since the last time I talked with you guys, and I'll be getting into that shortly. First, I want to ask you guys to please pray for me. I have surgery this month at the end of the month. Matter of fact, Friday, I have surgery. Next month, I'm supposed to be having some surgery. So please pray for me. So now I'm going to do my shout outs and I'm giving a shout out to Larry Duncan. Hey, Larry. And Bernita Kendricks, Sean Lohman, James Brookins, James Lewis. That's my little brother, James Lewis. He's in Florida. A friend of mine, his name is Bird. His birthday was February the 9th. Hey, Bird. Hey, Zanette. Sister Sandra. John Dawson. He's a director. He's a very good person. Ernestine, she works at our church. Reverend and Sister Glaze and Reverend and Sister Royal. My husband, Charles Stinson, without you, there is no me, and my children. So, to all of you guys, I'm giving you a shout out, let you know I'm thinking about you, and on to the real topics. So, last month, um, before I say anything about this, let me backtrack. My brother married a young lady, and they were together for like 20, 25 years or whatever. But he ended up leaving her, and he ended up marrying somebody else. He was trying to get his business in order, and he wanted to have all his children tested. I guess have DNA. Come to find out, two of the children wasn't his. So, my brother had told me years ago, don't mess with this family, they whack, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I believe in giving people a chance. So, I friended them on Facebook, of all places. I friended them. I started, inviting them to, be friends on my Facebook and this, that, and the other. And the young lady did my hair. And the first day she did it, the whole braid, the hair, and everything came out. I was hurt. I was so hurt because sometimes I shave my hair for the walk for cancer. I shave my hair sometimes, but that don't mean I want it pulled out. But anyway, I had all the hair taken out. Went to comb my hair out. Big globs of my hair. I mean, I got bald spots all in my hair right now because this girl just tore my hair to shreds. So I'm crying, I'm upset, and I like call her like, what did you do? And blah blah blah. And she like, Auntie, calm down. Not mind you. She was telling me I'm her auntie. Calm down, Auntie, calm down. I get you, I get you. Now mind you, I didn't have nobody else to do my hair, so I'm saying to myself, let me get this girl a chance. She'll do my hair. She went to put some latches in, and she put the latches in, and the next day I wake up, it's like two of them on the bed. And every day they're falling out. Every day I gotta like pull them and latch them, and I'm telling her, my hair. What did you do? My hair is so. This young woman had the nerve to get an attitude with me because not only did she tear my hair out when she put the latches in, she braided it in the back, but she didn't braid it all the way down. So a whole lot of my hair in the back was still out. So that braid was laying on my hair and matted it, and all that came out in the back. Now, mind you, I'm supposed to be her auntie. She called her real auntie, who in turn came on Facebook and called me all kinds of ungodly names and whatever and this, that, and the other. I'm going somewhere with this. And it just never amazes me how a person can say they love you and you're their part of their family one day, but then when you get down on them for something that they did really bad to you, all of a sudden my real auntie is gonna get you. And the only thing I have to say to these ratchets is um, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for taking advantage of folks, and I'm not into family gangs. I'm not into that. And speaking of that, when all of this happened, I called the police because I'm an older woman now. So, back in the day, we all were young, and yeah, I did my fighting and whatnot. But I'm older now. I'll shoot you. So I don't have time for that anymore. So I called the police, told them what was going on. They were like, "We'll get you in touch in 1 to 3 days. A detective will get in touch with you." A week passed, 2 weeks passed, a little over 2 weeks passed. I got so pissed I called down there and I let them know exactly who I was. And I told them, y'all, you guys want us to help you. And I understand there's priorities, in the police station. And, they have to take care of, the more serious things. And I understand that. But sometimes a lot of things get serious because they turn their back to the little things. Now, I told these people that these people are texting me, telling me they're going to do things to me. They know exactly where I live at, which this really irks me. When people say, I'm going to get you and me and my family, look, boo, I got people that love me too. It never amazed me how you call the police, you try and do the right thing. So I called them and told them, my name is so and so, blah, blah, blah. You guys ain't jack. If something happens and I shoot somebody, don't come over here calling me. I've waited over 2 weeks for you guys to get in touch with me. You guys are bums. Now I'm talking directly to the Detroit Police Department. You are lazy bums. You barely do the jobs that you're supposed to do now. If somebody call you and tell you somebody threatened their life, that's not important enough. That don't merit some type of looking into. And then the captain gets on there and say, uh, oh Lord help me. We should help them. Why? The only time you guys help somebody is when a little kid then got shot. A young black man just got shot by a black police officer maybe a couple of weeks ago. I'm thinking they're going to let this guy go. The captain says, what we're going to do is give him an evaluation. And then they said if they find out that he was wrong, they're just going to suspend him. He took somebody's life and they're going to suspend him. He took somebody's life, but all he's going to get is a suspension. And in a couple of weeks or so, he can go back to work, continue to make money. Meanwhile, this mother, father, and whoever else this young man is attached to, their lives is in total turmoil. I'm tired of the so-called boys in blue. Ever since I started this, I've had so many police officers harass me. As soon as I get all my footage together, how a police officer tried to swipe me. I've had police officers run up on me like I done something wrong. I'm telling y'all now, y'all don't scare me. When I see you guys doing something wrong, I'm going to speak on it. Like I asked for your help, you never came to help me. So why am I helping you again? Why, when things go wrong, I'm calling you? This has to be said. If you call the police, ladies and gentlemen, and they're not doing nothing, then I guess it is up to you to take matters into your own hands. Because I'm going to tell you what I told the police. I'm not calling you no more. Somebody comes in my house, I'm shooting them dead, and I'm still not calling you. I'm going to call the coroner. Because I'm tired of the police blaming civilians because they can't solve cases, because ain't nobody saying nothing to them. You the police. I had a police officer tell me, I'm asking him, why are you looking around? Now, we're in a black neighborhood. This is a black man. I'm not even saying nothing about the badge. This is a black man. Show you how bad the police are. Why are you looking around like that, sir? Oh, I don't want nobody to hurt me. If you was a real black man, nobody in the black community would hurt you. But you with a swirl, and it just kills me how you black officers show out for these white officers. And when the race war come, guess who's going to be one of the ones up against the line? Being shot. You're doing the bidding for the man, my man. Why don't people trust the police? They're double-minded. They're two-faced. And just like Kids that get beat up and they little and bullies mess with them, they want to fit in. If they can't fit in, they'll use their badge to bully you. I know, they've tried to do it to me. So I'm going to say this to the police department. I called you and you didn't help me. You have my what you call it, report. So until you get in touch with me, I'm going to continue to be on your head because I'm tired of how y'all treat people. When people don't matter, or y'all run a make, or y'all run a person's background, they see they may not have family or they low income, y'all treat these people like crap. I've seen a white man cuss the police out with a gun in a holster. They didn't try to rush him. They ain't try to shoot him. They just tried to talk him down. Let that have been a black man. They would have shot first and asked questions later. Shame on my black brothers in blue who treat their people like that. Shame on you. If I had my way and if I was mayor, you all will be having sensitivity classes. All of you. You all would be under review every year. It ain't all about who can do the best job. It's all about sex, drugs, and money in the police department, in the courts, in the political arena. And before I forget, I want to say this. Who is the government? And I just thank the Lord that he blesses me where I don't have to deal with the government as far as my money. But who is the government to tell somebody, we're going to drug test you before you can get this money? Don't the House of Representatives and all these people get government money, yet they are snorting cocaine at a miraculous rate? But they want to take money out of, like, people that don't really have anything. They want to take money out of their mouths. If you want to start drug testing somebody, start at the top. Start there at the House of Representatives. That's what you do. And let these folks alone. You can already put enough stuff in the neighborhood, and most of them, I'm not saying all my brothers and sisters, most of them are stupid enough to fall for your plan and annihilate themselves. Everybody's not like that. So if you're going to start testing folks, test yourselves first. Let's see how much money you give up. The court system, the politicians, even the police department. We're living in, some crucial times here. Man thinks what he wants to think. He says what he wants to say and he does what he wants to do. Everybody has taken God out of the courts, out of the schools, out of the political arena, and everybody just feels like they can do what they want to do. Wrong. That's not going to happen. You guys may be getting away with something right now, but you're not going to get away with it for long. If anybody wants to call in, just give me some type of, let me know how you're feeling about this, because this is wild that our police department, I guess if they feel like you're not nothing, they just won't get back in touch with you. I think that's very inconsiderate, and it just shows how belittling the police can be to us civilians. The police are not meant for civilians. The police are meant for people like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, folks that don't do nothing for their people. And like I said before, ever since Martin Luther King done left, ain't nothing but a bunch of substitute teachers. Ain't nobody stepped up to the plate to try to lead us nowhere. It's a shame there's no mentors nowhere that can help us. And if you're out there, please step up and help your people. I'm one of those people that need a mentor. That's why I talk about mentors all the time. Don't get it twisted. I don't care how old you get. You're going to need somebody because you don't know it all. So you're going to need guidance. And anybody who feels like they don't need guidance is a fool. Because you can't be on this earth all these years and think all out the blue you're going to know something. It's got to be taught. Some things are self-taught, but you still need books. So when it comes to this political arena, the police and all this, it just, I mean, it's no wonder that we even still, go through what we go through. Caller, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Okay, so like I was saying, that is just a shame how we get uh, like I said, the courts, the police, but especially the police because we when we were growing up, we were taught to respect them, love them, because they're supposed to be our heroes. You got cops out here now that's raping women. You got cops out here uh, that's bribing people. I mean, it's just, and it's so hard to see the good cops from all the bad cops. Now, if there are any good police officers out there, I would love to hear from you. Call down here, WHPR, make an appointment to get in touch with me. I'm here every third Monday from 3 to 3:30. Come down. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you would like to change. Have you talked to your captain about it? Matter of fact, you know what? I don't even know this captain's name. And the reason I don't, because he's so agitating to me. I guess I really don't want to know his name. But whatever your name is, too, captain of the police department, if you want to come down here and talk, tell us exactly what's going on because you guys are not transparent and y'all so sneaky about the things that y'all do. Now, if somebody had came over to one of your daughter's houses talking about and on Facebook talking about they know where they live at, you would have done something about that, but you didn't. That's crazy. Caller, you are on the air. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Hello.
Hello?
I think you keep cutting me off. Sound like you had a bad experience with them pigs. It's today's day. All cops is bad except for one. So them pigs, something else out there. They really.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm sorry. What's going on is he can't hear me, so I don't know what's going on with the phone. What we're going to do right now, we're going to take a small break. Okay, we got it together. We got it together. So we're not going to take a break. But please call her. Call back in. I'm so sorry that I disconnected you. I was trying to be able, I mean, I could hear you, but I know that you couldn't hear me. So I'm so sorry that I hung up on you. Please call back. Not only that, I wanted to get on some things about how when the police, when things happen with our little kids in the neighborhoods, and the police are so animate about trying to find these people who do all of these bad things. But after 2 or 3 weeks, it's not that the trail goes cold. They just don't care. We found out maybe about a week or so about this young man that got shot. Has anybody else heard anything else about it? Because they don't care. The media they pick and choose what they want to put on the news. If it had been some young white male that had got shot by the cops and he wasn't resisting and his hands was up in the air all week long, that would have been on all week long. And that's a shame. That's a shame that our black men have to endure so much heartache and have to endure so much, I mean, paranoia because a whole race of people think they're dangerous. And they're not. They're not. Our young men are the way they are because of society. Some of our young men are the way they are because of their parents. Some of our young men are the way they are because they were bullied in school and they ain't have nobody. Some men are the way they are because they've been raped. Don't just look at no young man and just say he's that way. You need to find out why he's that way. Some young men might be that way because the police that went upside their heads so much that they tired. That's a shame that a young black man, he's 19 years old and he's tired. No teenager should have to be, no teenager should have to feel like that. No young man, no young black man should never have to feel that way. Even our own people turn against these young men. We have problems. Our community have problems. Things are not going to be easy. They wasn't easy for the Lord. What made you think they're going to be easy for us? I'm so tired of folks, looking down on our black, especially the police officers. And some of them are black, but you look down on these people and then, but you used to be one of them. You are them. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, good evening, Queen.
Good evening.
You know, what you're saying, sister, you're absolutely right. And, I was blessed to be there with most powerful black man on the planet, Minister Farrakhan, yesterday. And he all but said what you echoing what he was saying yesterday about that. And Sister Dr. Wesley Muhammad, graduate from the University of Michigan, a scholar of Islam. He's done the research on what you're talking about, where he went in depth on how they are feminizing the black man.
Yes, they are.
And it's the government that's behind this. They went into the foods, they went into the vaccines.
Yes.
And they stand at the black woman, stand outside the black woman's womb with a needle in their hand, waiting on the God child to come into this world with a needle to prick, understand, and put that vaccine on him.
You're so right, my brother.
Sister. And the sad part about it is that in 2017, for some reason, the God is pulling the cover off what's going on, and most of us is pulling the cover back down because we don't want to see or even deal with it. We're too cowardly and weak to deal with what's happening to us, sister. And that's the bottom line.
Yes,
and it's going to take women like yourself to speak up more, because the men are beat down so badly that you give birth to us. And God's first creation is the black woman, and you really don't realize how powerful you really are, and really what most of them really don't know what their roles are, sister.
Amen.
So it's going to take the black woman to take her rightful spot, because all these men and women that you see came from the womb of a black woman.
Amen.
And all these people you see on this planet are your children. The Arabs, the white man, the Chinese, the Japanese, you gave birth to them. There ain't no birth record on you.
Exactly.
Because there was nobody to record your beginning. They would have to go all the way back to the beginning of God to find your birth record or whatever. They would have to find the beginning of electricity to find your birth record. And until the black woman wake up and take her rightful place, we're gonna continue being in this turmoil, sister.
All right, my brother.
I love you,
I got
sister.
2
Keep
minutes
up the
left.
good work.
Thank you so much. Please stay tuned. Every third Monday, I'm trying to get my sponsors together so I can get back on every week. But thank you so much, my brother. You be
got
blessed.
My support, Queen.
Just like the brother said, we have to watch out for our young black men, And here's something that that you really don't know. God made man, but man made women and children, because God took woman from the rib of man. So we have to watch out for our black brothers. We're part of them, whether we want to be or not. We're part of them. So on that note, I'm just going to let everybody know, I'm so glad that I can bring some little inspiration to you guys. That's what I want to do. In my theology class, I just have to say I got an A and 2 B's, and I'm so happy about that. I'm just trying to get the Lord, know the Lord more. That's basically all that is. I want you guys to know that I love you very, very much. And until next time, you guys, when I see y'all, the next time when I come back, before I go, the next time when I come back, I'm going to let you know there's a young man that I was telling you about that ended up had his children taken from him. So he had got his child back. But a white couple had took the child, and they gave him the baby back. But they're fighting to try to take his child away from him still. So, I'm still doing some research on that, and I'm trying to find out exactly what they're going to do. But there's a question that I do want to say that, if you're Caucasian, and I understand, some people, they don't look at color, but some people say they don't look at color. Why would you take a child, a young African American child, out of his element to give it more sorrow? That's basically all I wanted to say. So, until next time, you guys, stay strong.
Oh, oh, yeah, oh, yeah.